community. That's all the important links for this project. Let me go ahead and do this as well. I forgot to put on do not disturb or focus mode. But you will see a link to join the team WhatsApp group. And what we do, that's not an interactive group because we don't want to have 50 different messages going through a day and people turning the notifications off. So we try to be very selective when we put things in that chat. It's important. And so I'd encourage you to have your alerts on. So that way, anytime we leave a message, you can take just a few seconds and check it out because there are things that are very time sensitive, and we're having updates on the platform daily, and a lot of exciting things are happening. So again, that token promo is huge. There were some of you that have earned, and here's the, while we're waiting on Kim, let me just share this with you. When I first looked at some of these projects before our link was ever even available, and I saw some people that were able to put millions of dollars into nodes. And I'm like, man, I wish I had millions of dollars to put into nodes, but I didn't have that at that time. But when I saw several community members that were part of a previous blockchain project, now there's no guarantee because they did that, somebody's going to do something here, right? We know the disclaimers that we show every single week. I didn't have them loaded today on this platform because we're so many updates and we didn't get a chance to load it on here. So there's no guarantees. However, there were people that only bought 2 nodes and built the community in a previous project that made like $17 million. Then there was another one that bought maybe, what was it, 10 nodes and then went out and built a community and was able to go buy 40 more nodes and made tens of millions of dollars. And I'm like, okay, so there's an algorithm that rewards you for building the community. So there are people that are not interested in what we talk about on this call on a weekly basis because they're not wanting to build a community. They're getting in just like Tony did in the beginning, and I did in the beginning, going, I'm just going to buy some nodes and I'm not going to tell anybody about it. I'm not going to let anybody buy nodes. I even told some friends, I'm not going to sell you nodes, and I'm just going to watch those rewards add up. And if it doesn't work, I lose my money. No big deal because I didn't put anything in there that I wasn't willing to lose. But if it does work, it could be really exciting. But then I went out and I started seeing the future of blockchain. I saw, just like you all saw, that it's growing faster than the internet in 96. I saw the World Economic Forum saying it's going to disrupt $867 trillion in traditional businesses. I saw our government here in the US, the first ever pro blockchain crypto presidential campaign in history. Like everything, it's like the world is shifting to blockchain, digital currency, cryptocurrency, all the different things they're talking about now. You got all the different countries that are competing, going, we want to be the crypto superpower of the world. And so we're seeing the entire world accept blockchain and crypto at an extremely fast pace. And for all the new people that are on this week, you may recall a couple of years ago, I was in rooms where they say, how many of you are using AI technology? And no one was really raising their hand in that room. If you're in a room now, I don't care if it's thousands of people, and go, how many of you are using AI? Every single person, almost every person is going to raise their hand. And if they don't raise their hand, they're using AI on a daily basis. They don't realize it. So people used to say when the internet first launched, the same thing that they said with blockchain. Well, who owns the internet? No one owns the internet. It's a highway for information. Blockchain is a highway for trust, a highway for value. And then they were like, how do we get on the highway of information? And AOL sent out CDs, right? And we jumped on that highway, and it closed that distance gap to where now there are people all over the world right now online. We're communicating with one another. It's pretty magical. But when they first launched, people would say, what do you do? And we would hear people go, I have an internet company. We don't hear people say, I have an internet company anymore. You have a company. If it's a decent size, it's going to be on the internet. So we're saying, hey, we're a part of a blockchain project. I am a part of one of the most viral blockchain projects in history, Arlink, the Rally blockchain. But in the near future, people won't say that. You're part of a project or a company, and it's going to be on the blockchain. And if it's not on the blockchain, they can't compete with a company that is on the blockchain because the way that it operates is so much more efficient. It's safer, it's more secure, it's transparent. And so it's really exciting to see how we're moving, how we're operating. The video conference part is not on the blockchain yet. Everything else, the transactions, the node sales, the NFTs, but in the near future, nodes are developing at a very fast pace. It used to, like if you talk to Wright, one of the biggest Bitcoin miners in the world, and you used to have a physical device, and it was very expensive to operate. Now we can operate nodes in a cloud. It's just a node, a Bitcoin mining node mines Bitcoin, an Ethereum mining node mines Ethereum, and a Rally node mines Rally. It's just off the shelf software where we can earn rewards. So it's an exciting place to be where we are and to see how fast it's growing. You can't turn on the TV, you can't turn on the news. Every day, it's everywhere. So, with that said, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you because our goal this month is to hit over $4 million in revenue. And right now, we're over 1.5, 1.6 million in revenue for the month already. And what you're going to see in the very near future is because there's only 100,000 nodes. And we're already, if you count founder nodes, if you count the battery, which there's going to be a vote where there's more nodes in the battery. So all of those tokens are used for rewards and incentives and all that. The community, like they own those nodes. There's probably 20 some thousand nodes. There is 20 some thousand nodes gone already. So we're in the future, when the nodes are gone, they're gone. And so we're going to see us in the next couple months. We're not going to be talking or pushing nodes as much. Yeah, people are going to buy nodes. They're going to want to be a part of the project. But what you're going to see is the conversation is shifting over to um, products and services more and more and more. So when you see the updates that we have on this platform today, it's going to blow your mind. Not to mention, we're in the process. And again, this may never happen, but it's looking really good. We're looking at another project where we're putting in the proposal right now, where the guy that owns this platform, that will be completely different than this, but it will be added in to a webinar part. This guy's the number one ClickFunnels affiliate in the world, the number one Shopify affiliate in the world. Dean Graciosi, I believe Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, like all of these big names already use that platform. And we're negotiating, that right now to be added to the Rally blockchain. Okay. Not to mention, and that's huge. Like this guy has one client doing 70 to 90 million dollars a year in processing through that webinar platform. So we want to have a incredible, we are going to have very soon, every day it's changing, video conferencing, a webinar platform. Then we're going to crush the live streaming part as well. So if any of you have ever heard of StreamYard, I was an affiliate for StreamYard. I got paid several $1,000s a month to promote it. Kim got paid even more than me to promote StreamYard. One of the biggest influencers in the world, built seven-figure online businesses. StreamYard was amazing for a live streaming platform. We're going to crush that side as well. So there's three different prongs: video conferencing, webinar, and live streaming. Now let's look at some other things. We have been in the process this week talking to another blockchain project, and it looks like they're going to want to add all of their products and services on the Rally blockchain. We're looking at a VPN, we're looking at a messaging app, we're looking at all kinds of things that will be added onto the Rally blockchain on top of what you have right now, using the Rally token, using the Rally blockchain. Now, Lori, yes, we're looking at an email platform as well. Anything with communications. So when people go, hey, is Rally a video conferencing blockchain? No, it's a communication blockchain. Okay. Then on top of that, we have Pixa, which is in beta right now. You can go download it, but it's in beta, Pixa, which is we call it the TikTok killer. So it's a social selling app. You're seeing that the trend is social selling. Like for those of you that have been in, I was talking to one of the top direct sales and network marketers in the world. He used to be making 7 figures a month. And he's like, Darin, what's fascinating is it used to be that those companies needed us to go tell the story of their product. But now you can have someone that jumps on a social selling app, and instead of taking years to put 10,000 people in an organization, they can put on 10,000 followers like this. I remember TikTok 2 or 3 years ago, up 2 3 years ago. Um, I did a silly dance video with my daughters. I'd gotten off a meeting, and I'm like, I'm going to go viral. And they laughed at me, and I put on 20,000 followers in like a week or two being goofy. So if you can go put on 10, 20,000 followers in a pretty quick pace, and you can sell a product or a service, right? Money follows attention, money follows eyeballs, right? That's pretty incredible. So this social selling app that's going to be on the Rally blockchain, where we already have probably 100+ influencers that are ready to go, like that's going to be on the Rally blockchain. Not to mention the reason that we had to pull the band-aid off with this platform and we had to make this shift is because we realized, like, after the last year, we were not scaling as fast as we wanted to scale. The code that we were looking at could not do what we wanted to do. The underlying rail was not going to move fast enough. We have been putting off for the last 6 months. And again, this is where we're open. I tell people I'm a hot trainer. Some of you are looking, going, nope, Darin, you're not that hot. Honest, open, and transparent. That's what the hot stands for. And so we've been putting off influencers that are node owners with this platform, the R-Link platform, for months. Zoom's #1 affiliates. They put over 1 million people on Zoom. They have 5,000 sales reps. And they've been holding off because we said, do not go out and put your 5,000 reps on selling the service. We're not ready to scale yet. We've been doing that with all these influencers with millions of followers that a lot of you know about, right? Well, that's getting ready to change. Like, we're getting ready to change the language to where, look, we want to build a multi-billion dollar company. We're not focused on pumping a coin or a token. That's not our goal. Our goal is to build a multi-billion dollar company with products and services that people are using, and that the token has real utility, a project that has real world revenue, because that's not most of the people. We had a financial advisor sharing yesterday where the crypto market is going and how now all of the financial advisors, most people want a percentage of their investments in some type of crypto. Now, we don't tell people they're investing here. We're purchasing off the shelf software. We don't guarantee any returns. But he talked about how in the near future, how much of people's portfolio they're going to want into the blockchain and crypto space. And the challenge is there's not enough good projects in that space, right? Most of them, look at, for example, Dogecoin. They have an awesome community, but they have no utility. What can you use it for? Look at the, and it doesn't matter if you voted for the president of the United States or not. That makes no difference. The point is, they launched a token, and in 48 hours, he was worth more on paper than his entire real estate career. What could you use that token for? Nothing. No utility, no real world revenue. Here with Rally, we're driving real revenue. We want real customers. We want real value. And we're doing that. So it's going to be, really exciting for all of that. So I hope you're seeing the vision of what's possible, and what determines what happens is all of us, like us getting those things done. So let me give you a few bullet points as well before we go into the updates on the platform. Now, as you know, one of the community members um, owns a lot of real estate. He owns a place at the One Hotel in Miami. He bought Peter Drucker's place and Carlos Santana's place in Kauai. They're on a cliff. The view you can't even describe. If you see pictures, it does it no justice. It is paradise. I mean, when you're sitting there, people's mouths are just dropping because of the view. He also, in Kauai, just a few miles from that, he has a 200 and some acre horse ranch with over 100 different types of palm trees that looks like paradise. It looks like a golf course. It is so beautiful with the river running through it. It's even got a little private island where the river runs around that, and you can go swimming in the waterfalls. We were doing picnics. We were going horseback riding. He's got a place at the Waldorf Astoria in Las Vegas. Sorry, getting the hiccups. He's got a place, cabins in Sundance, Utah. He has told me several times in the last 2 weeks, hey, listen, if you want to do an R-Link event at any of those places, you're welcome to. Okay. So we're going to look at creating or putting some leadership events and some business community building events in some of those locations. Right. So we'll update you on that, just giving you a little heads up. We're working on it. We're also working on a travel tour. The first city that we're going to hit in probably the first week of September is Dallas, Texas. So, and here's the great thing about it, you may not be in Dallas, Texas. You may be in another country. But if you just start asking people, who do you know in Dallas, Texas? We're looking at doing more events in Charlotte, North Carolina. We're looking at doing more events in Florida, multiple cities in Florida. So, again, when you're in that WhatsApp group, when you're connected to the r-link.com/community, we're going to update you on all of these things. And you've got the leadership that's working for you, right? We're here to serve you, work with you, and build with you. And so that way, even if you can't make it to one of these events, you can send them out. We will take care of them for you and send them back to you if they decide they want to get the service, if they decide they want to purchase nodes, or they can go purchase tokens, right? So, anyway, just wanted to make sure you know that. The next thing is that the January event, we're looking right now to secure a kickoff for the year in January. So we'll get you all the details, but I want to just make a mental note that we want to kick off the year together. Those of you that went to the Fort Lauderdale event, it was amazing. Like the feedback we got was off the charts. The dinner cruise, the fun, the relationships, the training, the information, the inspiration was off the charts thanks to all of you. So this one, we may go back to Pier 66 in Fort Lauderdale, and we want to do it bigger and we want to do it better. And then for those of you that are in different countries, right, next year, we're going to be mapping out where we're going to take Rally around the world, and we'll be hitting some of your markets. But we're going to hit, first of all, we're going to look to see where the hot spots are, right? And we're going to hit those first. It's hard to go create momentum from scratch, but if you already have momentum, it's easy to advance it. All right, and then a couple more things. We're getting to the slides. Node prices, they're going up again this Sunday. Okay, for those of you that are just hadn't been following, you're brand new. We were the newest project in the, they call it the DECO system, decentralized ecosystem. So we're the only ones that don't have an automated ticker that says you have this many nodes left until the price goes up. So we're doing it manually. We sold so many nodes so fast, we didn't want to hit you with a $500 to $1,000 price increase overnight. So this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, the emails will go out with the different time zones, but it's 8 p.m. Eastern. I know that. It's going to go up another $200. Okay, another $200. So you can use that. Anyone that you know that is looking to purchase nodes, I would let them know, if you want to save $200, you want to get it done by this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's see. So we talked about travel. We talked about the travel tour, the node prices, the January kickoff, the token promo. We talked about where we are in sales for the month. And let's go ahead and share the slides. Rhonda Kim is not here yet, correct?
That's correct, Darin. I don't think she's going to make it in time. But if you have any questions, I'm happy to share what I know.
All right. So if you can just make sure people can see my screen. Um, can you see the screen, Rhonda?
Yes. Let me pin the screen.
What's that?
I just pinned it so it's the only thing visible.
Okay, but you can see it okay?
Yep, looks good.
All right. So you're going to see everything that we're sharing with you right now is going to be changing. It's going to be getting better. We're going to get your feedback, and we're going to continue to enhance everything pretty much on a daily basis. So here you're seeing the look of the new platform, right? Which is a really cool, sexier, more modern, sleeker look. You're going to see that functionality. We want to make sure that everything is very simple and very, I guess, intuitive is the word, just like Apple, right? I remember getting Apple products. I never had Apple products, but it was very intuitive. I could learn it pretty quickly. So you'll see, and I believe, Rhonda, you may be unmuted. I'm hearing some background, not sure. You'll see some of the different looks. And again, we're going to be getting your feedback as we roll these things out. And by the way, right now, the platform that we're on, the instance, we're going to build all the things are being built behind the scenes. And so you will see this in the next, Rhonda, would I say week to 2 weeks? Would that be safe to say that you're going to see a lot of this on the platform?
We're starting to build things. Well, we're already building things. And so you'll see some of these things, little things here and there over the course of the next week. And I would say within 2 to 3 weeks, have some amazing features for you guys. So hang in there with us. This is going to be better than ever.
There we go. Awesome. So we call them elements. And what you're going to see is it's a lot sleeker look. And we also have templates. So it's going to be, because a lot of times you can say you can do certain things, but unless you see a template, it doesn't really give you the idea of how you can actually use it. We're going to have a dashboard. Okay. So you're going to be able to see, performance measured is performance improved. So you're going to be able to see a lot of things in your back office that you were not able to see before, whether it's recordings, your rooms, the duration, the recording date, and we're going to give you performance metrics. How cool is this? To be able to implement like your dashboard, your calendar, your rooms, your team management, your media, your contacts, all your settings, to know what links are being clicked on, what call to actions are actually working, how your conversions are working. So here's where you can test and not guess. You can go see these. It's almost like the dashboard of your car. We're also working on, see if that is that, Rhonda, supposed to be a video, or did I get it over to the end of the slides by chance? Oh, you know what? I started at the very end. Let me go back, everybody. Appreciate your patience. This is why I wanted Kim helping me, just making sure I didn't miss anything. I skipped some. So we showed you this, the new look. We showed you how to create an element. And here's an example of different banners. Very easy to use. We're going to have how-to videos on everything, onboarding to help you. Look at that banner on the right side. Pretty awesome. We're going to have clickable buttons, even on the replays, like before. We're going to give you templates so we can give you examples of what you can use it for. So you've got the links, banners, you've got web pages, notes. We've got a prompter I'm going to show you. I'm going to click through pretty quick, but you can position your buttons anywhere. Okay, look at how good that looks compared to before, right? You can put your logo, join now, you can book a call. Then you have your buttons you can put at the top, whether it's your social media, your websites, newsletter sign up. Then look at the dashboard, right? So your conditions, whether you're live streaming, your mic is on, off, your video, you can raise your hand, you can have presets. So if you find that you're using certain things most of the time, you can create presets to where all you have to do is click that. And then every time you jump on, right, it's going to have those presets on your screen automatically. All right, let's keep going. We're also going to have notes. Now, before, we had some type of note feature, but all the words were just right in a row and it was really hard to read. You couldn't really highlight anything or break anything up. But what you're going to see here is you're going to see where you can break them up. You can highlight certain things. And so, really, you're going to have a teleprompter, whether you're creating content or you're doing an overview. And you'll see you could do bullet points, you could do slides, you could do a full script, and you can decide where you want that positioned, which is going to be pretty cool. All you have to do is read and point and click. Let me know what you're excited about in the chat as we go through it too. So here's the prompter. You can see how it's really easy to read. I mean, think about this. You could get somebody in, they could actually do a presentation immediately when they join. And we're getting with Blockade, so we can have make sure we have compliant presentations. So as you're going through the content and reading the slides, like it's already been approved by legal, you can have all your videos uploaded and in folders so you can have them organized, which is really exciting. We can give you examples of templates like coming back in 5 minutes, starting in 5 minutes. So again, this is where we can give them ideas, because it doesn't matter what the platform does if people don't understand the potential, right? So when you have templates and examples, that really helps. Take action now. You can give them some time-based incentives. Hey, for those of you the next 5 minutes, you're going to get a bonus if you do this. So think about all of the affiliate marketers and content creators that they're actually, this is not a conversation platform, it is a conversion platform, and it's going to be better than ever. So again, you can have it to where, look how nice looking that slide is, plus having the timer, you know, counting down to give them a sense of urgency and a fear of loss. Starting in 36 seconds. This is where we showed you your dashboard and your performance. Okay. And also, some of you noticed the difference as well today when you joined with the way that you're brought into the room. Okay. And then, Rhonda, let me do this. Let me stop sharing for a second, because I forgot to. Let me pull up the other slide if I can, with, I don't know if you have it, Rhonda,
I
the
do not.
comparison with the privacy.
Yeah, I do not have it handy. Sorry,
You don't
Darin.
have it handy? Okay, I didn't see that in the Canva. Let me check one more time, everyone.
I think that was a Google Doc, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
was it a Google Doc? Yeah, I don't see it emailed to me. No worries. We'll catch up. We'll do it next time. And I'm not screen sharing right now, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so there's also a comparison when you look at the privacy now compared to the previous R-Link platform, and the difference is off the charts. Not only now we're going to be able to, some of you at hospitals and doctors' offices going, hey, can we get HIPAA compliant? Can we get this? Can we get this certificate? And they're like, no, we can't really do that, or it's going to take months. We're going to be able to do that with this platform and at record pace. So as you can see, there's so much that's being done at such a fast pace. And yeah, we're gonna have AI, the AI note taker, probably. Rhonda, would you say in the next few weeks?
I'm hoping.
Oh, you muted out.
Yes, I'm hoping we'll have that within the next couple of weeks.
Okay, and what about subtitles with the translation feature?
That's a good question. I think that's supposed to be coming out within the next couple of weeks as well.
Okay, so yeah, we'll keep you posted in the WhatsApp group. We'll keep you posted with email and everything else. But as you can see, we're moving fast. A lot of exciting things going on. And today we had a call. Every week we have 2 calls a week with the foundations team. That's the blockchain side. And they were showing us some things they're going to roll out this month, and some announcements this month that are really exciting. And I don't want to say those yet until they happen, but they showed us some new features of the wallets. They showed us some announcements of some of the things that are going to happen. They're going to give us more exposure. So I would just say lock in, stay in touch, keep plugged in. And oh, Rhonda, you found the security breakdown? Yes, let's definitely share that. How many of you want to see the security feature breakdown before you jump off? It's really, this shows you how much better the new platform is. All right, Rhonda, you want to share?
Yep. Can you see it?
No.
Let me unpin you. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
And let's see. Well, let's just make it small.
I think I can change. If I change the view, it's probably just on my screen, correct?
Yeah, you can change if you'd like to. Anyone who would like to see this up a little closer, you could change the view by clicking on the 3 little dots, and you can go full screen, or you can change your view as well.
All right, so let's look at this. Security feature encryption standard. The new R-Link, much more secure than the old R-Link. Compliance certifications. Look at the different certifications we're going to be able to get with this platform, where the previous one was basic privacy compliance only. Multi-factor authentication. We have full MFA support, wasn't available before. We have enterprise SSO integration, was not available before. Regional storage options, before we had limited control. HIPAA BAA available, wasn't available before. Some of the stuff I don't even know what it is, but I know some of you have asked about it. SOC 2 Type 2 audited. Before it was self-assessed only. Here we're audited. Role-based granular. Before you had basic host controls, advanced locks, waiting rooms. Before we had basic password protection, encrypted at rest plus in transit. Before it was memory-only processing, enterprise grade, hardened like media soup. Before it was Jitsi based, it was standard. That was the rail that we were operating on. Now we have a much. They've tested media soup, I think, up to 1 million people. We have token based advanced when it comes to the API security. And you can read the rest. Dedicated security team, not just community based. And then we have for the testing, regular enterprise testing. So a much, much more sophisticated, secure, advanced platform is the new platform. And so I hope you're as excited as I am. And listen, I've got to go catch a flight, but I hope you're excited about all the announcements. I know I gave you a lot of information. Make sure to stay plugged into WhatsApp. That's where we'll keep dropping nuggets in and updates and all that kind of stuff. So appreciate you all. Have an amazing day. Thank you, Rhonda, for helping me get through this one. And we will see you soon. Take care.
Yeah.
And Rhonda, you want to stop the recording as well? Just a reminder, if you're still there.
I'm still here. I got it.
All right, you rock. Thank you.
Cross some fingers it works. Thanks, Darin.
Thank you.